making the top cut, which is fantastic for him.
All right, looks like all the shuffling is done.
Players are ready. Getting ready for game number 1 here. This is game 1 of the finals of YCS Pasadena. We had over 1,800 duelists, and now these are the last 2.
6 and a 10, looking good for Jesse.
There will be 65 minutes in the finals, so you won't have to worry about time here in this match. Just because you have more time doesn't mean you can play any slower, though. Everyone's favorite card, Terraforming. So Resi already off to a fantastic start.
It's happening again.
We saw Hani take on Pac in a pretty epic feature match earlier. It was a close one, but Hani was able to walk away with that victory. Jesse still representing Canada, Hani on the USA side.
Starts off with Sharon. Pitching Kelbeck.
Gonna send 3.
Hits a Soliak. Oh, sorry, that's
that one's
Crime.
Yep.
That's Crime.
I also thought it was Soliak. Now, let's see what Jesse's next plan is. He is going to trigger it.
It is to go 5 here. Oh, here we go.
Triggered the Kelbeck. Now Hani is milling 5 for Kelbeck as well.
So Mudora and Kelbeck on both sides, it looks like. Keldo as well for Jesse. A Bestial and Rhino Heart.
Now, let's see if Hani decides to activate his Kelbeck as well. Taking a moment to consider which effects he wants to activate. You can see when the milling started, Hani got a little excited. He's like, all right, here we go. The game is underway. So the Soliak is going to resolve to add Havnus to Hani's hand. Is he going to activate the Kelbeck? I think with the Mudora in Jesse's graveyard, I don't think he, or the Keldo and Mudora, I don't think he wants to mill another 5 and give Jesse even more options.
Yeah, not seeing any Tearlaments there was kind of a relief, I'd assume.
I definitely think so. And now the planet coming down for Jesse to grab Merrily. You know, milling that 5 was a bold move, Kotton, but he managed to make it. Sometimes it's going to pay off.
Kind of get the feeling that the payoff here was that it didn't really pay off for anybody. Like there's no
oddly
huge
enough,
blowout
right? I mean, he at least got the Mudora and the Keldo and Grave. Having both of those makes you feel a little rest easy.
Then you also extend that to your opponent too.
And now here we see
he activates Mudora.
The Ishizu Wars.
And then Hani activates Mudora.
So he's going to target Mudora, Diviner, and Kelbeck. And now Hani's going to chain the Mudora, targeting Keldo, Rhino Heart, and looks
his
like
own Soliak. All right, so all this is going to go back in the deck now.
I was wondering where that Kelbeck came from. I was like, did Hani summon one from his hand? I didn't think so.
Nope, that came from the other Kelbeck. And
still in that graveyard that was once... The graveyard did have a lot of cards in it, now just the one.
Now we're going to get 3 here from Merly, and Keldo's back again, along with another Mudora.
And a Saronir.
No Tearlaments again. So while Jesse hasn't gotten any fusion summoning effects quite yet, he's going to be pretty certain that Hani's not going to be able to do it either.
Yeah, he's definitely covering his bases. It looks like he's going to use the Saranir to send a Bestial to his graveyard. I saw him point at it. That'd be interesting. And then he's going to use Planet. It looks like he pointed at his Planet. I don't think maybe he wants to target his own Sharon or Merly to try and fusion summon.
Yeah, is the trigger for that appropriate here? I'm not sure that it is. Are we in a new chain after the shuffling? Or
I
is
think
this
so. I
the
think
next
so.
chain?
So he lets him do it. Does target the Sharon.
Okay, yeah, all this was in response to the Merly being summoned. So it was Merly, Ishizu, shuffle everything back, send 3, then use Planet.
Yep. That is exactly how it played out. And now we're going to see... Yeah, so he sent down the Druid Worm with Saranir. And now on a new chain, he's going to activate Sharon. But Hani, it does have Bestial Magnum.
Oh, but in response, it's Herald of Orange Light pitching Agido, the Ancient Sentinel.
And Hani has his own Herald with discarding Diviner. Not going to get any extra value there, but it could be key here in stopping Jesse's turn.
I swear, Jesse, if you have another Herald, this place is going to explode.
I mean, Herald of Orange Light, we talked about it going into this weekend. It's definitely one of the key cards in this deck that makes it so good.
And we hear it once again. You know, if there's one phrase that is going to haunt all the participants of this tournament in their dreams, it's in a new chain.
In a new chain. And after that resolves, in a new chain. Yeah, it's a good one, but the effects just keep on coming. A lot to keep track of, but when you do it meticulously, it really pays off, which is why we have 2 excellent duelists all the way here in the finals. Out of 1,800, not an easy feat.
All right, we're going 5 more.
More
with
for
Agido. And he hits one.
Hani has quite the crowd behind him there. I don't think those mills were like that epic. It was just a Rhino Heart and a Hofness.
It's just he hit one, though, which he hadn't yet.
That's true. I guess the Rhino Heart and Hofness, the Rhino Heart could be a lot. That's a discard from the hand plus a send. It's a lot when you haven't had a turn yet.
Yep. And Hani didn't hit a Keldo.
Which is going to come back to bite him. And yeah, Jesse still has the Keldo that he can use right now to cut off that Hofness and Rhino Heart.
Unfortunate, but we're going to resolve this now, and then in a new chain, more things are going to happen.
So he's going to put those 3 back with Keldo, so we're not going to see the Hofness resolve. He did some of the Magnumit, so the Magnumit will be able to add a dragon at the end phase. And this is it. Jesse just has him early. After all these mills, nothing else. The key, you hold your Bestial for the key effect activation. You can really cut your opponent off. The Herald of Orange Light into a Herald of Orange Light might spell disaster for Jesse in this game number 1.
All right, Hani is up, and he has survived the onslaught.
Looks like he might summon the Druid Swarm here in the end phase.
He's going to try it anyway. And it's going to go through.
End phase? I can't banish that?
So you have to activate the Druid Swarm.
Oh, well, I am activating this one. Huh? I search with this, I search this, and I summon it.
And then still in the end phase, you have to activate the Druid Swarm. When you activate Druid Swarm, do you have a response?
Not into anything.
Okay,
I
okay,
know you are.
okay. I'm just making sure.
All right, now it is Hani's turn.
Oh,
I see an ultimate rare.
yeah, I see a terraforming and an instant fusion over there.
Jesse doesn't want to even give Hani the satisfaction of playing his turn. Doesn't want him to even learn anything. Decides, you know what? I just have this Merly. It's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be.
Pushing it to a game number 3.
And he's got to be super locked in here. Like, you know he wants that individual title.
Oh, yeah.
So when it's just 3v3, your buddy's always going to give you a problem. It's like, oh, you got carried.
You need to win 2 more of those to get a full win. Those little silly.
Oh.
We have to go.
Yes, he picks up instant fusion.
That's a good one.
expect to see.
But on the other side, Jesse also just got second place very recently at YCS Niagara, and he's gotten second place 2 other times as well. So he's definitely not a stranger to losing in the finals. So I imagine he really wants to avoid having a 4th finals loss. But 2 wins on the other side of that, and a UDS win as well.
Pick up Tearlaments Scream.
Resolution?
Thanks to
I'm gonna
Kiktalos.
go back and search.
And there's the Primeval Planet, Instant Fusion Planet, a solid opening.
Full screen.
Gonna activate the screen.
Turn it off.
And now activates.
Turn one.
Or he activates Kid Close, special summons Reinhardt, sends Kid Close.
Chain 1, chain 2, and then chain 3.
So we're going to go 3 first. Nothing. Well, the heartbeat. Then we're doing 5 more.
We see Agido, Scream, Sharon, and Merrily.
And then we're going any one with Reinhardt.
Jesse having access to all the Tearlament names in this game number 1. Already off to a way better start than he was before.
And completes set there with Happiness.
No, I'm sorry. Chain link 1, Sharon, Sharon 2, Happiness, Sharon 3, Scream. 1 Sharon, 2 Happiness.
All right,
3
so
Scream.
looks like 1, 2. So that's Sharon and Happiness and Scream.
Yep, Scream's gonna add Crime.
And it's all resolving.
No Bestials on Hani's side. So he's going to put back Kiktalos and Sharon. Probably some in Rukalos.
I see he's got the Yuki Onna sleeves on his extra deck.
I do like those.
I didn't know he was a fan of Yuki Onna.
Starlight Rukalos out of Darkwing Blast. Very pretty. Now Hobness and Merrily are being returned.
Oh, did I do the wrong order? I did Sharon 1, yeah. Sharon's supposed to be 1. Or, yeah.
Oh, I get it, because it's snow.
It was just the Sharon and Kiktalos.
Oh. I don't know.
I see. I understand.
I don't.
Yeah.
But you would never know the difference.
A certain segment of the audience will understand.
The cards return into the deck and Garura comes down. Let's see what is next on the menu here for Jesse. It's a Magnamut.
Orange light.
And now Hani is considering something. It's Gamma.
There it is. He did, in fact, draw Gamma. Commentator Curse account. You said you hadn't seen one yet. This
Yep.
is one of your last chances.
There it is. Now is he going to resolve, or is Rukalos going to hit it? Take a look. If your opponent activates an effect that includes an effect that special summons a monster, you can negate the activation, destroy it, and send a Tearlaments card from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. But this is going to resolve.
So it's going to destroy the Magnamut from Jesse's hand. Driver comes out of the deck into the field.
Normal sound?
Normal summon Keldo. So I'm guessing it was played before was you could Magnamut, he could link Garura and Magnamut away for a Dark. But instead he's just going to normal summon this Mudora, go into Dweller. The Dweller is going to have a water monster underneath it, so it's going to get boosted, and he's going to be able to send Mudora to the graveyard during his opponent's turn.
That's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Not really sure.
Lead me in phase one.
Not really sure what you're doing against this one. But we'll see. We've seen some pretty amazing turnarounds in this tournament. Could see one more here.
Yeah, Hani not moving as quickly in this game, so it makes me think he may not have something to immediately deal with his Dweller. Let's see, does he have Herald of Orange Light? Activates Dweller. He's going to reveal Havness.
Sheen Havness.
Not Herald of Orange Light, but something. Probably not going to be enough. Sends Keldo, Merrily, and a Gamma.
Affect the screen.
All right. And now Scream is going to activate in a new chain. And hit all the Tearlaments.
Okay.
Like, actually all of them.
all 3 of the Fusion Summoning ones. That is pretty crazy. And Hani's like, okay.
Yeah.
If he didn't have good luck in that first game on his Mills, that makes up for it there in game number 2 for Jesse.
Yeah. Wow.
We're seeing why these players are here in the finals.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. Like, you're already in such a commanding position in that one.
Pasadena. It's time to focus. I really love those sleeves. They almost look like they're multicolored with the way the light gleams off of them.
I'll start.
Game 3.
Hani starting up. Starting us off.
It's the first time Hani will be going first in this match. Let's see what he's going to lead off with.
By main phase.
Goes to main phase.
Fucked.
Starts with Diviner of the Herald.
Not the normal summon you usually want to have, but I imagine he's going to send down a Kelbeck or an Agito to mill 5 for both players. Yeah, I can see his hand had a Solic.
Looked like he had triple tactics talent.
Ooh, so maybe even more incentive to get Sagito to mill 5 from both players. This is it. This is the beginning. You see him preparing to mill the 5.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. The same thing with my hands right now, just thinking about it.
Don't normally go this way, too. It's crazy.
Yeah. Here we go.
Again.
Agito?
No response.
No response. Both players. Let's
All
see
right,
what we got.
Doing it.
There's another Agito and a Kelbeck. Things could get crazy.
Don't get a shuffle back yet.
Oh.
Okay, so Hani hit 2 names,
Let me think my
and
names up.
And a Mudora.
Jesse didn't hit a Midora or a Keldo, so if he doesn't have B seals, Hani's gonna be able to resolve his 2 Tearlaments.
Havness.
Just Havness?
Just Havness.
Just toughness.
Thinking.
Now it's up to Jesse if he wants to trigger his Agito or Kelbeck. He could have both players mill another 10 right here, right now.
That seems awfully risky to go 10. I think he might go 5.
2, 3, 4.
Nope. 2, 3, 4. We're gonna see 10 more from each player. Let's do it big. This is game number 3. Let's do it.
Yeah, I guess he's looking for his Keldos and Kelbecks.
Some people just like to watch the world burn.
We're gonna send back Sharon. We're gonna send back Instant Fusion.
Interesting.
My Magnamite.
With 10 cards coming up to mill, I wouldn't want to put back cards I don't want to mill.
So far, right?
They're just these adjustments so far.
All right, so we're chain link. 5. Can we make the number bigger? What say you, Jesse?
Yes.
He says yes. Let's go 6.
Druid Worm.
Target my Havness.
Yep.
Orange it.
Orange.
Orange light pitching Kelbeck.
Sure. 10 is all now?
All right, we're up to 7 now. Do I hear 8?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so it's resolved orange light.
I do not. We're staying at 7.
Druid
shuffle back.
goes without effect. Mudora, especially Sharon, Instant Fusion, and Magnamut.
Alright, we're about to mill 10. This is about to be crazy.
Hani's saying exactly what I'm thinking. We're about to mill 10. It's about to be crazy.
What was going on in Disney?
Absolutely.
Let's go. I'm so excited for this. What is going to happen? It's so cool because normally when we're watching these games in the finals, we can kind of see where it's all going to happen, how it's going to play out. And this is just could be anyone's game from this moment.
5.
No Mudora or Keldo.
Kelbeck.
4,
Kelbeck.
5. Okay, we got double Merly. We got Sharon. Now we're doing 5 more.
Oh, you got a Keldo. Okay, that's what he needed. At least one.
Agido.
Scream and Hovness and Sharon.
Distiel.
He's looking for Keldo.
Rhino Heart.
He wants Keldo.
Seraphorming. No.
No Keldo.
No.
So you resolve your fusion, the first chain.
Hani visibly displeased that he did not mill one copy of Keldo.
Yeah, and 10 cards. It's
My Hoffness.
it's rough. It's tough. All right, well, we're going to go Merly. Merly and Havness. And we're still in the previous chain, by the way. We haven't reached in a new chain yet. We're still doing the previous one. And that started with these fusion summon effects.
Now let's see what is next up for our players.
And 4.
Should be 4, yeah. Just ended that chain. New chain.
Yep, let's do it.
It's that time again. Time for a new chain.
Chictalis will be chain link 1.
1 kit. 2. I don't think I have anything else.
1 kit, 2 Sharon. And I've only used Sharon so
So
far.
1 Chictalis, 2 Sharon.
Sharon, Agido,
Oh, yeah.
Taking a decent moment to consider their options here.
Yeah, and I think another one of the question is, do we use Sharon yet?
On whose side of the field? On these, I'm guessing.
Well, that's a problem too.
Chain link 1, chain 2, chain 3.
No, yeah, still placing the chain link. Thinking about the Rhino Heart.
One response.
So 1, 2, 3 Rhino Heart, 4 Scream.
It was 1 Merly,
Merly,
2 Havness,
Merly, Havness,
3 Rhino,
Rhino.
4th Scream.
Rhino, Scream. Got it.
And now we're chaining a Keldo. That's chain link 5. What's going back?
Targeting.
You just activated, which one right now? What chain link 1 was this chain?
Chain
link 1
Sharon?
is
Kit. But
Carlos.
chain link 2 is
Your Sharon, right? I'll target the Sharon. Target Rhino Heart.
I'm gonna shuffle back
Rhino.
Rhino Heart.
So targeting Sharon, Rhino Heart.
And Terraform.
Okay.
Alright.
That's it.
Resolving Keldo.
Yep. And then resolving Scream.
Now the chains are finally resolving. Cards get shuffled back thanks to Keldo. Scream is going to add Crime. Now I think Rhino Heart is the next one that resolves.
And that's going to summon and send a card from hand.
So he's going to send the Solic. That's my favorite card to send, Rhino Heart. You get to summon a monster, send a monster, and add a monster all at once. Now the Merly's putting back a Beastial in itself to go for Mud Dragon. That's 2 monsters, same attribute, different types. Now Merly's going back.
These 3 go back, and that makes Kaleidoheart.
No, then someone first, yeah.
Karen resolves without effect on Hani's side, and then Hani go ahead and resolve the power.
And now we finally reached the Kit Close that was initially summoned.
How many cards are in your hand?
Quite some time ago.
So yeah, being able to shift the attribute of Mud Dragon is interesting. In a deck where most of the things are dark, but Mud Dragon is not, being able to shift it over, get that targeting protection to move over to dark.
Yeah, and if you don't shift it over, you can also still use it with the bigger fusion of the Kaleidoheart and Kalos. Can work well there too. But yeah, I do like shifting it to dark. Just leaving it on the board and having that protection can really come into play a lot. It protects you from stuff like Kaleidoheart. I think, is Hani still figuring out what he wants to do with this Kitalos here?
I believe so. A lot of things have happened since he activated it in the first place. I would imagine the circumstances have changed significantly in terms of what he does or doesn't want.
Yeah, not hitting that Keldo off the mills really hurt Hani. But he's going to send Rhino Heart with Kitalos. And now, on a new chain,
I get new chains now, right? Chain template, so... Effect.
he's going to do Chain Link 1 Rhino. And now Jesse will be chaining 2 Solic.
1.
Oh, Kaleidoheart also will trigger.
2, Kaleido, chain 3, Sully.
To shuffle back
Was sent off your right.
Kaleidoheart.
So 2 is Kaleido,
Jesse actually not in bad shape right now.
3 Solia. Okay.
Resolve.
Alright, resolve Solia.
Solic adds Sharon the hand from Jesse. That Kaleidoheart spins the Kitalos back.
How many cards are in your hand?
5.
And you added Crime and Sheeran. So Crime, Sheeran, and 3 other cards. This is getting summoned. This is getting summoned. Chain 1, chain 2. And I have not used Merrily, correct?
You have not used Merly.
Hold on a second. Chain 3, Call Dark.
So he is going to swap the attributes to Dark here at the Mud Dragon.
Rhino, Solia, Mud Dragon.
It's been so long since this chain started, I completely forgot that
Calling Dark.
Yep.
Reinhardt was going to be a thing here. All right, so Reinhardt was sent with Kit Close.
Yep, now it comes back. And looks like he also discarded Solic. Now Hani is trying to decide what he wants to add from his deck to his hand with the Solic.
I'm searching for her.
Looks like he's going to grab Avnis and send Merrily to the graveyard with Reinhardt's on-field effect when it's summoned.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use my. You're good.
And now Honey's triggering the Merrily he sent.
How much time's left in the round?
Yeah, we're trying, bro.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
We're good. 30 minutes.
So yeah, I'm gonna use Merrily.
Yeah.
Plenty of time. Even if it was a regular time, like they still have 15 minutes, which is a plenty of time.
We're going to send those two back.
Make Mud Dragon.
Mud Dragon of his own.
Now he's going for Abyss Dweller, I'd imagine. This is still Hani's first turn, so
Yes, this is the first turn of the duel.
It may look like Hani's trying to break the board, but that is not the case. Looks like he's going to detach the Rhino Heart for Abyss Dweller to use his effect right now.
Triple attack, it's Talon.
He's going to take the Mud Dragon, synchro with Diviner of the Herald, a level 6 monster for Baron de Fleur. He's going to use Baron's effect to destroy Kaleido Heart.
And now he's warp speed, now that he knows that all the stuff's going to work. All right, so Jesse's stuck under Abyss Dweller. Hani's got a negation from Baron de Fleur.
You have Sharon, Prime. Sharon, Prime.
Jesse does have a lot of cards in his hand that he was able to add from these mills, though. But does he have something to do about this Dweller? Will Dweller Baron be enough to win Hani the YCS Pasadena Championship?
Attaches to activate again.
Here's one.
So how many cards does Jesse have in hand right now?
I think at least 6, if not 7.
It's a few.
He did use Herald of Orange. Was this where he Herald of Orange Light and then got Heralded? No, that was the last game, I think. Only Hani had Herald of Orange Light this game, if I can speak.
No, there's a Herald. You can see it's at the graveyard. I think it just got sent there, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It milled, but yeah, Hani was the only one who used it. And now Jesse's going to reveal Keldo, discarding Mudora. That's my class. I love that all the things that I love the most is, bring back Rhino Heart, discarding Soliak, Keldo, discarding Medora. Those are all my favorite bread and butter combos, and these players doing that excellently here in the finals. You just get so much value out of it, because now immediately Jesse has 2 shuffle back effects online. Well, I guess not, since it's going to not be on the field. They're in the graveyard, and being under Abyss Dweller, he won't be able to use them this turn.
It's going to activate the Baron negation here. And I guess the play is just, if you're thinking about it, like, what can Jesse do without the graveyard? He needs spell cards.
Or Bestials. He's going to need something that's not a Tearlament.
Very quickly.
Spell cards would be a good one. Maybe something like triple Tactic Talent.
A little reversal of fortune with the triple tactics.
And if he can't clear the board, he can still set up maybe like a Primeval Planet. And then since the Dweller's done, he can do some effects during his Hani's turn to kind of clear the board. Hani doesn't have a lot of cards. He just pretty much has this Baron and Abyss Dweller. Maybe like 1 in hand?
Looks like 4 cards for Jesse. One of them should be a crime, should it not?
Yes. And a Sharon, I believe.
Crime and Sharon.
I will normal summon Sharon.
So he uses... No, he just normal summons the Sharon. Goes to battle phase to attack over Abyss Dweller. That's 1,800 over 1,700.
And
Sets 1 card, so he's going to have a Tearlant monster on the field, so the crime is available. Let's see if the standby phase, Hani decides to put this Baron back in the extra deck.
Main phase.
Nope, stays on the field. Going to want to use that destruction effect. Or does he just not use any effects and tries to go to battle?
yeah, I think you just attack.
Yep.
1,200.
But now,
68 to 79.
but now what is Hani's follow-up after this? Jesse has Mudora and Keldo in the graveyard to shuffle back cards. Hani does have a Sharon. Discarding Hobness.
I need shuffle back. Not what I want.
And is that an
Is
Aikido?
that it's
A Mudora.
It's a Mudora.
Let me see your graveyard.
Mudora's at least something. But now that he has his own Mudora, he can put back his own Abyss Dweller and find a way to make it again. If he just gets another level 4 monster onto the field.
Ooh, that would be nasty. Does he have any more cards in his hand?
I think he has one left, maybe?
Just offness.
No, he has none, maybe. Yeah, you're right. So he's just going to activate Hotness. This is going to prompt a Keldo here from Jesse, or Medora.
And your
Targets 1, 2, and Hopness.
I want to put that Kaleido Heart back so you can summon it again. As you can, Hani's going to chain the Mudora to put back Keldo,
This guy.
his own Abyss Dweller. And put back those 1 of cards from your extra deck so you can reuse them later on.
And Mud Dragon. Yes, Mud Dragon. And now Jesse will chain his Keldo. Targeting Kelbeck, Agito,
And Diviner.
Okay. So these 2 go back. One of your guys gets banished. These go over.
Everything going back where it belongs.
and that means the Hapness will resolve.
I think that might just be a different Havness. Because that was definitely like the first card that Jesse targeted, I think.
Effect the Baron, pop my own Sheeran.
Yep.
Effective Baron to destroy his own Sharon. Sharon effect's going to trigger.
Here we go.
Effect the Sheeran.
Yep.
We've got everything out of the graveyard now. No more shufflebacks left. Jesse's used them both.
That's going to be Kicked Hollows.
And I haven't used Merle yet.
The only one correct. You have used
Okay.
the Sharon.
You can see Hani speed picking up here. He's going to grab Suliak. He's going to use Kicked Hollows effect here to summon back Rhino Heart. Chainlink 1, Rhino Heart. Chainlink 2, Kicked Hollows. Things are looking really good for Hani here. The battle phase has already been done, but
He can still get back to that Dweller, though, now that it's in there. Back in the extra deck.
and he mills a Scream and another Mudora here, so it's going to be more layers of disruption. And the Rhino Heart is going to be able to send down the Merely name that he needs.
He's just going to be careful here that he doesn't speed up too much
So I haven't used
and
what's
make a
your name again
mistake.
one more time?
You use Sharon and Havness.
Alright, let's do it again.
And then you just also.
Two monsters with same attributes and different types.
That's so good. After that play. That play is really good. And now I get and then I keep one kit, add back.
Baron,
Yes,
Abyss
that was
Dweller. Wombo combo here for Hani. Using his Dweller again. Set the Suliak.
Trophies.
Draw phase activates Abyss Dweller.
Effect. Standby phase.
Standby phase. He's going to return the Baron.
It's I need translation. I have Neuron.
Oh, it's in the standby phase. He's going to swap that Baron back into the extra deck, special summon something from the graveyard.
Yeah, definitely wants to get one of the Tearlaments, maybe a Merly to mill 3, and he also has the Suliak that'll be online then. There it is, Abyss Dweller. Definitely an iconic card here this weekend. I mean, it's been an iconic card for about a decade now.
I assume Jesse's taking a look probably at whether or not it's a cost to send it back into the extra deck.
Goes back. See if he brings back Rhino Heart, and then Rhino Heart can send to where he can fusion summon again to go for a Kick Talos that could let him add a Havness. And with that Kick Talos with a Soliek, that's an effect negation, mill 5. But Jesse has a Sorin here. He's not done yet. The Bestials are the way Jesse can climb out of this game. But Hani does have a Mudora to chain as another layer of protection. He won't get to fusion summon, but that means the Bestial stays in Jesse's hand. He might not be able to deal with the board.
Takes another look in there. Not really a whole lot of stuff you want back in Jesse's deck there.
Not particularly.
Taking a look at some of his power spells. There's instant fusion, and Jesse's still got what, 2 cards in hand?
I think so.
2 plus the Serenade.
Yeah, which isn't going to do much for him this turn. Like, Hani not on many cards, but enough control of this game maybe to finish things off.
Well, we're going to see the return of normal summon Sheeran.
Now,
I don't know how good that is this time, because this Abyssal is big.
Not as well as the other one.
Incidentally, buffing Reinhardt as well.
I'm at 68.
Yeah, I mean, Hani doesn't have anything like proactive right now, so Jesse could theoretically kind of pass almost and be okay, but he does have Mudora, which he's going to normal summon.
Normal's good.
And then passes.
Also on pass on Mudora.
The Elites can banish it as a quick effect from the field. Now, let's see what Hani draws. If he draws a Murley, a monster of any kind, looks like he didn't.
Switches to attack position. And we still got that Bestial to contend with as well that can block some attacks.
Battle phase.
Just goes to battle phase.
Attack.
It's 22 over 15.
I think so. And now Reinhardt's going to connect for 1900.
Take 2,000.
2000, sorry.
Pardon? 2,000.
I'm at 41 to 79. Should be quite quick.
Good.
That's it for Hani. Maybe he drew a beast. No, if he drew a beast, he would have summoned it probably. Draw phase. Hani's going to activate Abyss Dweller. For the 3rd turn in a row? A 4th turn in a row.
If you count his own.
Yep. We know Jesse has the Bestial that he can try and summon right now. Normal summon Merrily. Does he use the effect of mill 3 here?
1, 2, and 3, and hits a bunch of names.
No good here under Dweller. Will be nice to use them for fusion materials later if he does make it past this turn. So he's run Abyss Dweller out of materials twice now. Do you think Hani will be able to summon a 3rd time? It would require some...
It's a little sketchy. He'd probably need the Diviner again.
Something crazy would probably get it out a 3rd time. It looks like here comes the Saronir. He's probably just trying to put some monsters on the board because, yeah, if he can just deal... I'm surprised. Did he not have like a Havness or a Merly to summon back previously? It shows with the Reinhardt? I don't know. That was a while ago. But now the Saronir's coming down, banishing Merly. Goes to battle phase, attacks over Reinhardt.
He's going to activate Celiac here.
Now Jesse can
And
use
Jesse
his
can
Prime.
finally use his Crime, which has been there for who knows how long.
And
the whole game.
Keldo. Hani not happy. There's some claps for that.
Well, I'm assuming he thought that through because he knows that it's been there the whole time.
Yeah, he definitely is. But with just the Abyss Dweller, just one card in hand. Jesse has Mudora now, or Keldo in the graveyard.
Prime says, shuffle that card into the deck, then send one monster from your hand to the graveyard.
He did.
Okay.
He's good.
I didn't see you send the
I did send in the. I did wait
didn't
till
see you do
send
it.
it first, but I did.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that's fine there. He did, in fact, send the monster. Just a little out of order. Not a cost. Divine Wrath is cost. This is not. So these two are becoming Dark, the Dark Charmer. Oh,
It
but
is
his
the-
last card is Magnamut!
That's exactly what he needed. It's a monster on the board. It's going to give him another monster. All he needs is damage right now. What a top deck.
Man.
What a top deck.
He slammed that thing on the table.
I wondered when he was holding the card, is it a Bestial he's holding to timely summon? And in fact, it was that Magnamut. He's going to be able to add the Druid Worm at the end phase here. Let's see if he still summons the Druid Worm during the end phase.
Yeah, I think you try it here so that your opponent has to use the Keldo, right?
Right.
You got to draw it out now.
Running his numbers, seeing if he has game on board. If he attacks with a dark, I believe he has 5,000, 67. 67 minus 1850 is going to be 67, 4950, I think. So he definitely has enough if he just summons the Bestial and going to be able to go for game.
As long as that Dark, when destroyed, doesn't search something that Jesse can summon.
Very true. That Dweller is out of materials. So going for the Druid Worm.
So during the end phase,
He doesn't use the Keldo. Oh, he shuffled it back with his own. Okay, yeah, I don't think he had one.
he pitched it with the Crime, right?
Oh, yeah, he did have it.
Tribute summon, send it, talk to me.
That's it. Tribute summon, Druid Worm, effect sin, and Hani defeats gets the top hand or YCS Pasadena champion.
Unreal. Hani can't even believe it.
Going into the crowd. Everyone's so excited for